Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Batman Arkham Knight Batgirl and Oracle 2-pack from DC Collectibles. Now taking a look at the front, we can see that the figures are showcased in a window box packaging with a Batman Arkham Knight motif done around the box. Turning the box around, we can see yellow grid-like images of Oracle and Batgirl in the background, as well as a few other figures from the Arkham Knight lineup, including Professor Pig, Man-Bat, Red Hood, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. So with the box out of the way, let's crack these figures open and see what we have inside. And here is Oracle and Batgirl out of the box. And man, I will say these figures do have some minor problems, but really do excel in things like their sculpt and paint apps, much like many other figures from this line. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Oracle and Batgirl come with several accessories, including her wheelchair, a batarang, a set of headphones, a backpack, a pair of close-fisted hands, a pair of gripping hands, and a pair of open palm hands. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Oracle and Batgirl. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Batgirl and Oracle. So I'm going to start off with Oracle here. Now, she looks really cool. I do love the sculpt that she has. She's actually really well done. Let's take a closer look at her wheelchair first. She just comes right off. The wheelchair is really nicely done. You know, really nicely detailed, real good paint apps and things like that. Really clean. I like that a lot. The front wheels do spin. They're the small ones. They're a little tight, but the big ones, they spin very well, so you can't technically roll it around and things like that. So that's really cool. So the figure of Oracle herself, again, like I said, the sculpt is really nice. I love the fact that we get her glasses. The glasses are a separate piece, but it does seem they're non-removable. It seems like they're kind of like glued on right there. But I do love the fact that we get that like that. It looks really good. Really nice hair sculpt and the paint detail of her ponytail and whatnot. Looks really cool. You got her hoodie with a purple indentation inside. Really nice sculpt of like her outfit and whatnot. You can even see her necklaces, and she has the two like buttons right here on her breast, just like that. Looks really good. Yeah, nice yellow shorts. I love the skin tone that DC Collectibles does with the characters like this. Something about them just looks really nice. And the paint, I don't know if it's the paint or maybe it's the plastic that they mold the flesh in, but it looks very natural, and I do love that a lot. So you got her socks and her shoes, real good paint apps. So articulation does lack a bit, so let's check that out here. So the head is ball jointed, so it rolls around just like that, turns left and right, up and down pretty good. You can even pivot a little bit just like that. The shoulders are on ball hinge, so you can go all the way up and down and out about that far, as well as swivel inside there. The single bend at the elbow, as well as swivel at the elbow. You can rotate at the wrist, as well as hinge at the wrist. We do get a type of like ab crunch right there, or torso cut inside right there. It does look a little awkward, I'll say the least. It's just, yeah, it just doesn't flow all that well. And you can turn it side to side. You can crunch forward, back and forth, just a little bit like that. Not really anything side to side, but it's not really a whole lot of movement, to be honest. And then nothing of the legs. She is in this sculpted, in this sitting position like that, so you're not really going to get anything else like that. There's no thigh cuts or anything like that, no knees. But you do get ankle joints. It allows you to rotate the toes just like this, or the feet just like that. So, and one thing I did notice, when you sit her in her chair, this kind of annoys me. Some people might be able to look past it, it's not a big deal. But to me, it's just something to note. So when you sit her in here, excuse me, her feet don't actually touch the bottom of the footrest for the wheelchair. So even if you kind of like lean her forward, her feet are always kind of be hovering over that. So it's not a big deal, but like I said, it is something to note and just to be aware of. So let's look at Batgirl now. Now Batgirl is really cool. I really absolutely do love the Arkham games, especially Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight was amazing, and even I still play it to this day, just for fun and get in there and beat up some guys and whatnot. So And I do absolutely love the side missions that we got for Batgirl. So playing her missions in the game was just epic. So she has a really, really nice sculpt. One thing I will complain about a little bit, she does seem to have like a dead face look to her face sculpt right there. There really seems to be like no expression. She just kind of seemed to be dead behind the eyes and whatnot. But if you can look past that and just look at everything else, you know, from far away it doesn't look too bad, but up close, I mean, you can really tell. But the body sculpt is just fantastic. I love this outfit that they gave her. I love this suit. You can see how it has like the plates for the abs and whatnot. Kind of high tech and things like that. Really, really cool. Love all the sculpted line work. I love her gloves like that. You got those little lines in there. There's even a little bit of dark wash in there to really bring out those lines. I love the golds that they use in all this. The blacks are just a nice flat black, but then all the golds are very nicely done, very metallic. It looks really, really good. I love that a lot. Even looking at her back, see some Batgirl butt right there. That's always nice. Then you get all this plating and like armor pieces right here for the back and the spinal column and whatnot. Even the back of the arm looks really, really cool. Love that a lot. Love the gold in the cape. And even back here, you can see these sculpted lines back here, just like the Batman figure from the same line. They have those like lines like that too, so that's really cool. One thing I didn't notice from the game is like a gold trim going around the cape, just like that. That's really awesome too. Love her hair sculpt. Looks really, really good. Nice windswept, blown back to like the side like that. I love that so much. So overall, I do think this is a really, really cool Batgirl figure. One thing I will note though, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just this figure specifically, but she does have trouble standing. Like, you can do it, and I've done it a few times, but you're gonna have trouble getting her to stand, and you really do have to kind of fiddle with it to really get her going. But she will do it if you really, you know, just work at it. So let's take a look at articulation now. So head is ball jointed, rolls around just like that. It works pretty good considering. Even with the hair, it does turn left and right just like that, up and down just a little bit, kind of pivot side to side just like that. Get a ho kind of thing going on. You got ball joints at the shoulders like that, so it goes up and down and out just like that, as well as rotate in the shoulder right there. Single bend at the elbow, as well as rotation at the elbow. The hands are interchangeable, so they're just on little pegs just like that, and since they are on those pegs, they can rotate as well as hinge. And one thing I will say, I'm glad they did, is that the pegs are gold too, so I'm thinking they might have been molded in that gold and not just painted, because as many times as I switch out the hands, there's no zero paint wear on that, so I'm assuming they're molded in that gold, which is actually a really smart choice. So she does have a waist cut, or upper torso cut right here below the breastplate. So it allows it to turn left and right, pivot side to side, crunch back and forth just a bit, and then nothing below that. We do get ball-like joints at the hip, so it kick forward about that much, back about that much. Can do the splits about that far, which is okay. We do get a thigh cut in there, allows it to rotate left and right. Double jointed knees, that work pretty good. Then we do get an ankle joint, allows it to point the toe very far up, very far down, and then we do get a good ankle rocker in there. You can see that works very well. So overall, I would say this is actually a really cool set. They do lack in certain areas, to be honest. Like I said, Oracle really lacks in articulation, but I do like the sculpt of it. And I mean, she technically is paralyzed, so she really doesn't need to move her legs a whole lot. And Batgirl, like I said, her face sculpt is a little awkward, to be honest. And she does have trouble standing from time to time, but she is just a beautiful sculpt. And what I loved with all these Dark Knight figures, they have great sculpts and great paint apps. So if you love that game, or just a big fan of Batgirl and Oracle, man, I highly suggest picking up this set. I think you would absolutely love it for your Arkham collection. So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Arkham Knight comparison, here's Batgirl standing next to the Arkham Knight Batman figure, as well as the Arkham Knight Red Hood figure. And for your Batgirl comparison, here's Batgirl standing next to two other Batgirl figures from my collection. And just for fun, here they are standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the Batman Arkham Knight Oracle and Batgirl 2-pack from DC Collectibles. And overall, I really do love this set. It does have its flaws with the lack of articulation in certain areas, but with the beautiful sculpt that these figures have and the great paint apps, I think you would absolutely love these figures in your collection. They are definitely a must-get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.